Good evening and welcome to this edition of the Newsbreak. I'm Sanket Upadhyay. From today, we are beginning what we call is the election segment. Yes, elections are drawing nigh. Assembly elections to 5 states, and obviously there'll be a lot of news developments. So we'll begin with a state that is spoken about the least in the Northeast, where Rahul Gandhi, who was campaigning, has made a statement. Now, he has tried to drive home a point which is often used as a political tool against him. He has used that same political tool to attack the Bharatiya Janata Party. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi lashed out at the BJP's charge over dynastic politics and pointed out that there were dynasties within the ruling party too. Let's listen into what he had to say.
We have seen the way BJP is campaigning, targeting Congress on the issues of corruptions, on dynasty politics.
What does Amit Shah's son do? What is he doing exactly? What does Rajnath Singh's son do? No, but I'm asking you the question. You're talking about dynasty politics. Last I heard Amit Shah's son is running Indian cricket. So, please be objective. Look at the leaders in the BJP and ask yourself the question what their children are doing. And you'll find that many of their children, Anurag Thakur, many of their children are dynasties.
Sunil Prabhu now joins us. Sunil, this is a classic case of right back at you. I mean, the BJP's entire campaign against Rahul Gandhi has been dynasty, Parivarwad, and he has chosen the state of Mizoram to make the point or drive home the point about someone like a Jai Shah or Anurag Thakur, or as he claims, the list is long.
Absolutely. The list is long, and it's just not confined to the BJP. Every possible political party, be it the Congress, be it the BJP, be it the Shiv Sena, be it the Trinamool Congress, be it Sharad Pawar's party, the NCP, you name it. Every particular party has, at some stage or the other, has got dynastic politics. And why do we, confine it to only politics? If you're really against dynastic regimes, then why not corporates? Why not, in the field of medicine or in lawyers and in any particular sphere? It's very clear that if you want to get over dynastic politics, you need to have, and you should, as the famous saying goes, you can't, throw stones in a glass house in which you are in. So definitely, this is something that needs to be looked at in its entirety. The Congress has been defending dynastic politics for a long time. Sonia Gandhi herself, when she was asked in the run-up to the then 2004 political campaign, asked, and this is the same point that she retorted. Rahul Gandhi, of course, is now finding new political ground and much maturity, hitting it back against the BJP, something his mother had done way back in 2004. Any response that you're hearing of, Sunil, from the BJP? Or are they letting this one go? Well, they will definitely have a lot to say, because their point is that the party has always been run by the Gandhis, and that has been their bone of contention, and that's been their line of political defense. There's no doubt that when you point fingers, there are 3 fingers pointing back at you. And in this particular case, there are clear instances of not only Rajnath Singh or, for example, Anurag Thakur, and that list is endless. It's huge, it's big, and we'll have to wait and see how the BJP counters this. As of now, they realize very clearly that the situation, whatever you do, is really not sticking on, and they need to find a new political matrix in terms of taking on the Congress, and in particular Rahul Gandhi. If you could give us a little bit of a history, Sunil, as someone who has covered politics for a very long time, I mean, you have seen this dynasty debate, dynastic politics, all of this play out in the political arena. I mean, would you consider it, I won't say shocking, but a little surprising that Rahul Gandhi would choose to reply to a question like this, that too in far-flung Mizoram? Actually, Sanket, to be honest, he's been answering a whole lot of questions, and he's been saying this for a very, very long time. It's good that we've played and highlighted this today. it's important, especially in this in the next few months, which we are going to see not only state elections as well as national elections. These are issues that are going to continue to be focused, and there's going to be this banter that carries on. But definitely, dynastic politics hasn't really gone off well. If you recall, way back in 98 to 99, they made the foreign origins an issue in 99 election, and then subsequently tried it out in the 2004. And there was a resounding response to Sonia Gandhi's foreign origins, with her getting elected from not only at that time Amethi, but as well as in Bellary, defeating Sushma Swaraj at that time. So there have been responses, there have been clear signs in terms of dynastic politics, and as I said, you scratch the surface from from Tamil Nadu right up to Kashmir. There are instances of dynastic politics, be it Stalin and Udani Stalin now, and in the case of Farooq Abdullah and Omar Abdullah, the list carries on, and in each political party, and you have to really look at it in its entirety. And as I said, just let's not confine politicians. Why are they the only ones to be out? A dentist, a doctor, a corporate always wants his or her son or daughter to be in that field. And why should that charge of dynastic politics only be confined to, say, Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi? What about the rest?
Sunil Prabhu, many thanks for joining us with all the latest. Let's move on now to election-bound Telangana. This is the third day of campaigning for Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao. Today, the Praja Ashirwad Sabha, which is a sort of a public meeting which the BRS Chief K. Chandrasekhar Rao is holding. It was held in Siddipet. This happens to be the assembly constituencies of his son K.T. Rama Rao and his nephew Harish Rao. So he made certain statements. Let's listen into what he had to say.
ఇట్లాంటి సిద్దిపేటలో కలిగినటువంటి అనేక అనుభవాలు వాటిని గుణపాఠంగా తీసుకొని దళిత బంధు కార్యక్రమానికి శ్రీకారం చుట్టాం. నేను తెలంగాణ దళిత సమాజానికి ఒకటే మనవి చేస్తా ఉన్నా. ఒకటే రోజు చేయలేం. సంవత్సరానికి 50,000 కుటుంబాలు, 1,00,000 కుటుంబాలు క్రమక్రమంగా ప్రతి కుటుంబానికి దళిత బంధు అందే వరకు ప్రాణం పోయినా సరే కేసీఆర్ రాజీ పడడం చెప్పి నేను మనవి చేస్తా ఉన్నా.
Uma Sudhir now joins us with all the latest. Uma, given the fact that now his, in survey after survey, principal opponent to the BRS is proving to be the Congress party, did we see any reference to that in any of these speeches at public meetings?
KCR certainly wants to attack the Congress on multiple fronts. He's talking about the development schemes that he has given to the people of Telangana, and today specifically because he was in the constituency of his nephew as well as his son, both of who happen to be ministers in the KCR government, and he has in fact spoken about the kind of development that both of them have brought, Harish Rao to Siddipet and K.T. Rama Rao to Sirsila. So he has showcased that, saying that it is from Siddipet that he got the idea for a Dalit Bandhu. So while he is attacking the Congress, saying that they are incapable of fulfilling the promises that they have made, he is also defending some of his schemes like the Dharani scheme, which is a land registration scheme, and he said that both Rahul Gandhi and the PCC chief have said that they are going to be dumping the Dharani scheme onto the into the Bay of Bengal, and he says you better dump the Congress into the Bay of Bengal into the Dharani instead of the Dharani scheme, and he's reassuring people that the Dalit Bandhu that is meant to give 10 lakh rupees to every SC family. SC constitute a big amount of the population here, proportion of the population here, and he's saying that do not be disappointed. You are going to be getting the Dalit Bandhu scheme in years to come, and he's saying that each of those schemes is going to benefit you, and therefore you must continue to repose your trust in the BRS government that has given you waters which have made agriculture the most prosperous anywhere in the country. And he's talking about the other schemes, welfare schemes for each segment of population that he has in fact worked out. He's not directly talking about any of the manifesto promises, rather the 6 guarantees that the Congress has promised He is not referring to them, but he is saying that they are not capable of fulfilling those promises, whereas the BRS has given proof that they can fulfill those promises.
You know, Uma, I'm just very curious on what really is the BJP doing all this while in Telangana. I mean, when the greater Hyderabad municipal elections happened, we saw the Bharatiya Janata Party extremely upbeat about their prospects in the state assembly elections. Where are they in this mix?
So they are certainly considering themselves to be in the race. I must say some of that momentum was lost when Bandi Sanjay was replaced by Kishan Reddy, but I must say that the momentum was brought back with the Prime Minister coming here and holding those meetings, and in fact, in a sense, once again directing the narrative back to the BJP when the Prime Minister in fact directly targeted both KCR as well as his son KTR, spoke about dynasty, about family ruling Telangana, and about KCR actually coming to him and trying to join the NDA. That's what he said, and that is something that had KCR and his party in fact kind of trying to do damage control to say that no, we do not stand with the NDA, and we never wanted to be with the NDA because a very critical part of it would be losing the minority vote. But the BJP very much thinking about itself as back in the race. Very interestingly, BL Santosh, when he was here for an election meeting, spoke about a possible hung assembly in Telangana and saying that the BJP is going to be very much a part of the government here. So while in the last election they got only one assembly seat in 2018, but this time round they are certainly hoping that they will be making their numbers much higher, not just in the parliament elections, which they anyway got 4 seats and more in 2019, but this time they are hoping that they will have a much bigger number in the assembly and certainly in the kingmaker position if there is indeed a hung assembly here in Telangana. But I must point out that the BRS, however, does have the support of the MIM, and that can be taken as granted if the BRS falls short by say about 7 to 8 numbers. Back to you.
All right, Uma Sudhir, many thanks for joining us with all the latest. Let's now move to poll-bound Madhya Pradesh as well, where the Congress party and its president in Madhya Pradesh, Kamal Nath, released the party's manifesto for the upcoming state assembly polls. He made a slew of promises, including 25 lakh rupees health insurance cover for all citizens of the state, 27% reservation for OBCs, and he even promised an IPL team from the state. I wonder how that can be a part of an election manifesto. Anurag is going to join us, Anurag Dwari, in just a short moment. I think I can see him. Anurag, before we play those reactions, let's start with this IPL team first. I mean, why should it be promised in an election manifesto? I find this really weird.
I find this really interesting, Sanket. At least we'll have an IPL team from Madhya Pradesh. Yeah. I think they want to challenge Jai Shah that we can also have our own IPL team from Madhya Pradesh. But apart from that, Sanket, I just wanted to know from all these political parties, including Congress and the BJP, because each and every person in Madhya Pradesh is under a debt of 41,000 rupees, and this is just 3 times higher than what used to be in 2016. So where's the money? That's the biggest question we should ask, because Kamal Nath, as you said, made a lots of promises, 101 guarantees in their words. And if I've done some basic math, Sanket, if you can allow me, and I'll just tell you why I'm saying that because of the recent announcements by the BJP as well as the Congress, whosoever comes in power, the state is really the state of finances in Madhya Pradesh, because if you see the Ladli Behna Yojana, the government is spending around 1500 crore per month, and they are planning to increase this budget by 3000 rupees per month. Then it will come to 45,000 crore rupees per year only for one scheme. And then the honorarium of guest teachers will lead to the yearly expense of 470 crore, but much needed. The refill for Ujjwala gas cylinders will also cross 100 crore rupees per month. And apart from this, the government has increased the salary of guest scholars up to rupees 50,000. Anganwadi workers from 10,000 to 13,000. So the state has already crossed the limit of 25,000 crore rupees. This is what the state is spending per month as on date. So if you go by these announcements, I don't know where this money will come from, Sanket.
Yes, and that is the big point which was asked in the Karnataka elections also, that you're making a lot of promises. Where's the money going to come from? This is the exact same question in Rajasthan as well. I'm only choosing to believe that the BJP must have asked this question through the course of the day after the manifesto was released. What are they saying?
As I said, the BJP has made so many promises, and these were the schemes by the BJP, and they're spending at least 25,000 crore rupees per month. And if you see the data from January till date, the debt has almost increased by 10%.
All right, thank you very much for joining us, Anurag. Thank you so much for getting us all the latest. It will be interesting to see what will be there in the other party manifestos also. Let's quickly take a look at the reaction, the face-off between what Kamal Nath said and the response from the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister.
कांग्रेस का वचन पत्र नहीं, ये झूठ पत्र है। 5 साल पहले भी उनने 900 से ज्यादा वचन दिए थे जनता को, उनमें से 9 भी पूरे नहीं किए। आज तक लोग तरस रहे हैं, नौजवान 4000 बेरोजगारी भत्ता कब मिलेगा, समर्थन मूल्य पर बोनस कब मिलेगा, समूहों का कर्जा कब माफ होगा। एक नहीं अनेकों वचन दिए थे, सारे के सारे झूठे निकले।
कांग्रेस पार्टी के जो वचन देती है वो वचन पूरी करती है। मैं प्रदेश के सभी समाजों के संगठन, व्यावसायिक संगठन, कर्मचारी संगठन एवं अन्य संगठन जो मुझे मिले, संगठनों ने अपनी तरफ से भी अपने सुझाव दिए, मैं उन्हें आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। हमारे वचन पत्र समिति को भी मैं धन्यवाद देता हूं।